What's up?
Finn, what's up?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm Laura. I don't know that this is like our introduction.
This
It's
is our
weird.
intro. Yeah, no, it's all good. Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you too. Where are you right
Breland.
now?
I am home in New Jersey, so I live in Atlanta, but my parents live in in Jersey, and I grew up in Jersey, so I'm back here just to wait out this kind of Corona period.
Right? It's so weird. I mean, my parents live in Boston
Yeah,
and I'm here in Houston. So I'm by myself and I'm like, hey, nothing's like everything's normal for me because I'm FaceTiming them every day still.
right,
So
right, right.
it's just crazy. This whole thing is crazy.
Super crazy. Are you safe out here? What's the deal?
I mean, I'm safe. No symptoms here. Like keeping my distance from everyone. So I should be
Good, good,
good.
good. Okay,
What have you been
great.
doing while you're at home?
I've just been making a lot of music and just like spending time with my parents and my calling my friends. Like I think one of the benefits to this kind of mandatory time is like it's forcing people to like connect in different ways. And for
Yeah,
me, I've been so on the move and so on the go over the past couple months, just like as a new artist and with a song out. And this has kind of been a really good step back to reflect and connect with people that I haven't spoken to in a little while, and really just kind of reconnect myself to like everything that's going on.
yeah. No, I feel like that too. And I also think it's great for people to kind of slow down and take a breather in
Definitely.
their lives. I've been journaling a lot, which is like I love writing, so that's been really
Yeah,
good to just like reflect on what's going on in the world too. But
of
yeah, I
course.
mean, I also saw you've been on TikTok, which
Yeah.
I am obsessed with TikTok. Like probably way too much.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite dance on there?
I learned how to do I'm limited. I'm not much of a dancer. So TikTok has been like I've been doing some this I learned the savage dance. I
Yes,
learned I know baby come give me something new. That one is simple. That
so
the yeah,
easy.
with the shimmy clap, that's simple. That's easy for me. I'm gonna try to learn a couple more. My sister's trying to put me on. But yeah, I love TikTok. Obviously, I attribute a lot of my success with my truck to TikTok,
Yeah.
and that if that platform didn't exist, I don't know how or if this song would have gone viral.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy too is like my dad is stuck at home, obviously, and he calls me yesterday. He goes, how do I download TikTok? Like everyone's talking about TikTok. I'm like, Dad,
Yeah,
you don't want to be on there. Come on now.
dude. But at the same time, maybe he does. Like, is
Yeah.
he going to and from work? Like,
Yeah. I mean, he has nothing better to do,
that's
right?
what I'm
But
saying. We
like,
don't have anything better to do, and honestly, what I love about TikTok is like the fact that it is something that people can do by themselves, and it's something
mhm,
that people can do with friends. And
yeah,
even if you're not like physically around people, they can make a TikTok, and then you can do like a duet to it, or like a react to it, and so you can still be kind of connected, even though you're not connected.
yeah, for sure. And then, well, I was looking at yours earlier, and you like made up a quarantine song, which I need that to go viral. I'm about to do a video to it myself.
Please go ahead.
Like it
Yeah,
was
that was
so
just like
funny.
I was just bored and quarantined. It was like, what can I do? And so I was just like, all right, like I put together a little quarantine related song for TikTok. Um, and it's cool. I mean, it might catch on. Who knows?
I hope it does. I'm trying to make it go viral, so we'll see. We'll
Hey,
see what
do
happens.
it, do what you do. But yeah, like TikTok is a crazy thing. Obviously, Instagram has been a good pastime during this time too. A lot of people have been on live and bringing people
Mhm.
on live outside of just like the interviews. But like I'm just seeing people like being more innovative and creative and like engaging with their followers and their friends in new ways. So I think there are a lot of positives within what could be considered like a big negative.
Yeah, no, I agree. If you could be quarantined with any celebrity, who would it be?
I would probably say Lizzo.
Ooh,
I'm a big Lizzo fan. I feel like we would make a lot of great music. I feel like we would have a fun time. Just like I think her energy and my energy is like both very high. So I imagine that would be a fun quarantine partner. And then outside of her, I'm trying to think. Yeah, maybe just her.
Yeah. Well, I think what's similar about both of you, you and Lizzo, is neither of you put yourselves in a box, in a genre box. You
Definitely,
both just, love music and love creating, and I
definitely.
think that's awesome. Like
Yeah,
country trap, I guess, is what
yeah,
they would call you, but you
yeah.
said before you like all kinds of music.
Yeah. I mean, I think I understand why people would put the country trap label on it, but even then I'm like I have a lot of songs coming out that lean a lot more heavily R&B or lean more
Mm.
heavily pop. And so I would just advise people just keep an open mind when
Yeah.
you listen to music, because I have a lot of different styles and sounds and influences that are going to make their way into my upcoming releases.
Yeah. No, I love that. What are you listening
Definitely.
to right now? Like what
What
songs?
type of music have I been listening to? I mean, I've been just like keeping up with all of the trends and the songs that are becoming popular right now. Like I was listening to a lot of the Roddy Ricch project.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, I guess in the hip hop world, there's always a ton going on in the country world. Kenny Rogers just passed, so I have heard a decent amount of Kenny Rogers songs, but just recently started getting into his like discography because of him passing and him being a country legend. So I'm up on that right now. Sam Hunt is about to drop a project. I'm a really big Sam Hunt
Yes.
fan. So he's got some music coming, and so I'm just like keeping my ears to the street and seeing like what's coming out. And pretty much every Friday, I'm like, let me just scour the different genres and new releases and stay on top of it.
Everyone's talking about the Weekend album. I
Oh,
need to listen to that one. I've heard
I
like three songs. I need to listen
yeah,
to the whole
I
thing.
should have mentioned it because the Weekend and I have the same management, so
Mm.
I've been keeping up with Abel's whole process here. And like one of my favorite things about him is that he really dives into each album as like a different character and like a
Hmm.
different mood and mindset and perspective. So it's just, as an artist and a songwriter, that's something that I'm paying attention to as I start to put together my debut album of like, okay, what do I want this to feel like? What message am I trying to get across? What do I want the atmosphere around the project to be?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely love the After Hours project. He's killing it.
Do you get compared to Lil Nas X a lot?
I think it's a pretty natural comparison for a lot of people to make. I don't take offense to it. I think he's a really talented person, and obviously, he has one of the biggest songs of all time, and has put a lot of people on to this kind of subgenre of music. So, big shout outs to him.
And then I want to talk about My Truck because so when we first heard My Truck, it was actually my program director running through the halls and she's like, "Oh my god, you have to hear this song."
Yeah,
And like immediately like knew it was a hit, put it on the radio. We were I think us and then our sister station The Box were actually the first two
yeah,
stations to play it. Of course,
yeah.
booked you for our show,
I
which
know.
coronavirus had to ruin that. But
Coronavirus. Yeah.
coronavirus, Cardi B. But yeah, like it's just I feel like you went from 0 to 100 real quick, and like how did all of that feel for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was fast and it was slow at the same time. Like I put the song out initially back in September. So the fact that it's kind of just caught on over the past month or two is like, okay, like it actually has been like a solid 6 months since I put it out.
Yeah,
But obviously it's been a lot going on super recently. And even from from like a more macro scale, I've been writing music for about 10 years before having this song. So it's been a lot of work on the back end, and now kind of things taking off at like an accelerated pace. I guess I was always preparing for a moment like this. I just didn't know when or if it was gonna happen, anytime soon. So I really appreciate all of the love that like y'all and the box have shown toward the song.
yeah,
Like I think a lot of the success of the record is coming from things. The reason it's not weird is because I can like quantify it. It's like, okay, there's like a trend on TikTok, and as a person who watches a lot of TikToks and is now on TikTok, I can see how that type of thing happens.
For sure.
And then with radio, it's like, if y'all think that your demographic would like the record, then, you play it. And then it's like, okay, so I can see how it all happens. So it's not like I just woke up one morning and I'm like, what? The song is like everywhere. It's like it happens in waves.
You watch
And
the
I
build,
kind of,
yeah.
I get to like watch it develop and play out. And I think that's been a really cool process.
Well, I've been like singing it in my head so much lately, but I changed the lyrics to "Don't touch my face."
Oh, that's
just to
totally
remind
fair.
myself not to touch my face.
Yeah. I think, or just for people, like, don't touch my stuff, don't touch
all of
me.
it.
Like, it's a good anthem for this period in history.
Now, we are in Texas. I don't have a truck, but do you actually have a truck?
Yeah, so I just got a Ford F-150. It's a 2019
Nice.
F-150. It actually aligns pretty closely with the truck described in the song, except it's like a V6 like EcoBoost engine rather than a V8. But
yeah,
it's a cool little truck. I'm not doing lift kits or anything crazy. It's just like standard. I'm not super flashy, so maybe in a few years, like I'll have a flashier truck, but this one is like a very standard, like working person's truck.
Did you have a truck before you wrote the song?
I didn't, but I knew I wanted one.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like,
it's a gift to yourself.
Like my parents are not truck drivers, but like my uncle, my mom's brother lives in Atlanta and he's been driving trucks for a long time. So it's just something I'm like, I could see myself driving a truck. And when I put the song out, I was like, I definitely have to get on it now.
Yep. I love that. I have a couple of listener questions.
Let's get it.
Someone wanted to know, what is on your quarantine food list?
Quarantine food list. Well, because I'm home, it's kind of like whatever my parents have. But my parents do like this Hello Fresh thing where they like deliver food to the house and then it gets prepared. So there's a bunch of different options with that. Like they have like a whole like 2 weeks of Hello Fresh stocked up. So on food, I would say it's just like kind of whatever's available. And my town is like a small little town, so it's not like I don't know if we have any cases in this town yet, but obviously we want to be cautious.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been stress baking. So brownies, cookies, cakes.
Oh, okay. So I really should have done this whole quarantine in Houston.
Right, exactly. At my apartment, I'm not even there. I'm here at the radio station, so it would have been perfect.
No, I'll say this: my sister bakes a lot of things, so I expect cookies and brownies, and like she makes a really good pound cake. I'm anticipating that the pound cake will make its way through at some point this week or next week, or however long we're out here.
I mean, we're just all gonna gain, Corona pounds, and then our
and that's okay.
It'll be fine.
Summer bodies are now for the fall. Everything is getting pushed back a few months. So so long as you're ready by like October, it'll still count as a summer body.
I love that. Someone else wanted to know, can you dance like an NFL cheerleader?
Can I or should I?
Right. We all try.
I'm sure I probably could. Let me see. I don't know.
My kicks are not that high. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, check it. Wait, hold up.
Ooh.
I can kick over my head.
That was good.
I can kick over my head.
That's better than me.
That's as good as it's gonna get.
Let's see. Does anyone in here have any questions? We have a couple minutes before we got to wrap up. So if you have a question for Breland, go ahead and ask it now. Let's see.
This thing is always going to be like 10 to 15 seconds behind. I know. So you have to if you ask the question, you have to give them some time.
I'm going to scroll up and see if anyone. Oh, someone said Renegade, probably the TikTok dance.
Yeah, Renegade is like the biggest one. Okay,
I haven't even learned that one. It's too hard for me.
Okay, we have a couple questions.
Boxers or briefs?
Boxers or briefs? I'm more briefs. I was boxers in like high school. I think you grow out of boxers at a certain point.
Oh, and then you grow back into them when you're like an
When you're
older
like
man.
old.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
What do you do to warm up?
Warming up, I just do scales. I used to do a lot of vocal coaching for different artists. So um I still do a lot of the warm ups that I would do when I was coaching people.
What's your favorite sport?
It's kind of a toss up between basketball and football. I call myself the pin point guard, which is like a basketball reference. Because the point guard in basketball like runs the offense and dishes out the ball to other players, which I feel like I did as a songwriter. But also, if there's an open shot, then he'll take the shot. So or she'll take the shot or whomever. But for me, I was like, okay, I see myself as that type of player within the music industry. um, so yeah.
Okay, and then last one. Do you think you have written your best yet? If so, would you keep for yourself or give to another artist? Ooh, that's a good one.
I mean, I have songs that I've written recently that I feel like are the best songs that I've written, so far. But I hope that I'm still developing and growing as a writer and as a creative, and that every year I'll have new songs that are better than other songs in my catalog. And I think now, as an artist who also writes rather than just a writer, that's an interesting question about whether I would keep it. If it sounds like something that I would do and it's like a message that I would want to put forward and something I could feel comfortable performing and standing behind, like, I'll keep it. But also, if there's like another artist, like if I write something and I'm like, oh yeah, I would sound good on this song, but Justin Bieber would kill it, like,
Right.
the label might not like this answer, but I'll give it to Justin. What's up, Black Boy JB in the building? 901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive.
Hey. Awesome. Well, thank you
Yeah,
so much for hopping on with me. Hopefully, you can actually make it back down here to Houston and we can do a
I
little
definitely
makeup
will.
show.
For sure. I'm gonna pull up on you guys as soon as it is safe for me to leave the house and we get this whole thing under control.
Awesome. I love it. Well, stay safe. Tell your parents I say hi.
I got you. Thank you so
We'll
much.
see you soon.
All right,
Bye.
I'll holla at you.